What happens when military reality moves faster than diplomacy? In the Middle East, the answer arrived with explosions in the night sky over Iran. Welcome to Hindu Infopedia. Today we look at a turning point in Middle Eastern geopolitics, when Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the United Nations General Assembly in September 2025 and described how the regional balance of power had dramatically changed. Just 1 year earlier, Netanyahu had warned the world about what he called Iran's terror axis. Many diplomats dismissed those warnings. But by the time he returned to the UN podium in 2025, the situation had changed completely. The Iranian network of armed proxies across the Middle East had been severely weakened, and Israel had carried out one of the most significant military operations in the region in decades. The operation was called Operation Rising Lion. In the early hours of June 13, 2025, at around 3:15 in the morning Tehran time, Israel launched a massive strike against Iranian targets. More than 200 combat aircraft attacked over 100 targets across Iran. The operation targeted nuclear infrastructure, missile facilities, and senior military leadership connected to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. According to Israeli officials, the strike came shortly after the International Atomic Energy Agency reported Iran in non-compliance with its nuclear safeguards obligations. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz warned that waiting longer could create an existential threat to Israel. The first wave of attacks reportedly eliminated several senior Iranian commanders, including General Mohammad Bagheri, along with leadership figures connected to the Revolutionary Guard's Aerospace Command. What followed was a high-intensity conflict often described as the 12-day war, lasting from June 13 to June 24, 2025. During those 12 days, Iran launched more than 500 ballistic missiles toward Israel. Israeli and American air defense systems intercepted a large majority of them, with interception rates estimated around 86% for ballistic missiles and nearly complete interception of incoming drones. Israel claimed that key nuclear facilities at Natanz, Isfahan, and Arak were destroyed, while United States forces struck the heavily fortified Fordo underground enrichment facility. Netanyahu later said the operation removed two major threats: the potential for nuclear weapons and a large arsenal of ballistic missiles. But the story of the Iranian axis did not begin in June 2025. Many of Tehran's regional allies had already been weakened during 2024. In September 2024, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah was killed in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut. His successor, Hashim Safi al-Din, was killed days later. By November 2024, thousands of Hezbollah fighters had reportedly been lost. At the same time, Hamas leadership suffered major losses. Ismail Haniyeh was assassinated in Tehran in July 2024. Yahya Sinwar, one of the key figures behind the October 7 attacks, was killed in Gaza in October. Military commander Mohammad Deif and senior figure Salah Aruri were also eliminated during that period. Meanwhile, another major regional shift occurred in December 2024 when the government of Bashar al-Assad collapsed in Syria. With that collapse, Iran's land corridor linking Tehran to Hezbollah in Lebanon was severely disrupted. By the time Operation Rising Lion began in June 2025, much of the Iranian proxy network had already been weakened. Israel's strikes were presented as the final blow to what Tehran had built across the region. At the United Nations, Netanyahu argued that these events had opened new possibilities for security and even future peace in the Middle East. Thank you for watching Hindu Infopedia. If you found this analysis useful, please like and subscribe to the channel, and explore more detailed discussions at HINDUINFOPEDIA.